At the end of the current season, White Hart Lane will be demolished after 118 years. With work to be completed on their new 61,000-seat stadium, which will sit partly on the existing site, Tottenham Hotspur will play next season's home games at Wembley, with a prospective moving-in date of August 2018. The road to the new ground has been littered with complication. Having first identified the Wingate Industrial Estate as a suitable venue for expansion in early 2008, the initial projection, according to designs submitted at the end of that year, was for the club to inhabit their new home in readiness for the 2012-13 season. By the autumn of 2010, the reaction to a revised application had thrown the planning off course. With the necessary appeasement of objections adding a potential £20 million to the project's budget, and Transport for London's failure to reach an acceptable compromise over the redevelopment of Tottenham Hale Station, Chairman Daniel Levy began to formalise his interest in the future Olympic Stadium. Though viewed at the time as a means of creating pressure on Haringey Council, Tottenham still submitted a full proposal which called for the almost complete demolition of the stadium, its replacement with a purpose-built 60,000-seater venue and a side promise to renovate the Crystal Palace Athletic Stadium. By 2013, however, West Ham United had been awarded the tenancy, and attention was again solely focused on North London. One of the key obstructions to redevelopment in Tottenham's traditional home had, alongside travel concerns and Haringey Council's insistence on the construction of new affordable housing, been the impact on local businesses within the High Street area. By late 2013, however, no doubt fearing the loss of the club's revenue and its theoretical rejuvenation of a deprived community, they had softened their stance, and according to The Guardian's David Conn, Spurs' contribution towards transport and other community improvements had shrunk from over £16 million to under £1 million. By that point, Tottenham had also nearly completed their purchase of all properties within their intended construction area. One remained: Archway Sheet Metal Works, whose owner contested the job creation statistics offered by the club and subsequently resisted the compulsory purchase order served against them. In March 2015, however, the High Court ruled against Archway's challenge, enforcing their land sale. In 2015, the club negotiated a partnership with the NFL, agreeing a deal to host overseas games for up to 10 years. In September of that year, Tottenham revealed their new stadium design, incorporating NFL-dedicated facilities, and its plans were approved by Haringey Council in December. Work officially began in 2016, and in July, part of White Hart Lane's existing North Stand was demolished to allow construction to continue alongside the working stadium. The final design incorporates a 17,000 single-tier stand, a retractable pitch, and the largest capacity of any stadium in London. Facilities inside will also include a microbrewery, an in-house bakery, and the longest working bar in the UK. According to an announcement made in February 2017, opulent hospitality packages will also provide a view of the players' tunnel through one-directional glass and seats behind the dugout. Tickets begin at £9,500 and must be bought in pairs. Membership of the H Club, the highest level of hospitality, begins at £15,000 and, like the tunnel tickets, includes a £30,000 membership fee. A larger ground was long considered imperative to the team's future, with the existing capacity of White Hart Lane dwarfed by a new generation of modern grounds capable of providing more substantial ticketing income. At present, Tottenham receive less than half of the £90 to £100 million received by Arsenal and Manchester United over the course of a season. In retaliation, 7,000 seats within its successor will be dedicated to corporate hospitality, and the club is also actively seeking a naming rights partner, both to offset the £750 million cost of construction and to replicate similar deals struck in the Premier League by Etihad and Emirates Airlines. The new stadium will open in August 2018, with Spurs confirming in late April that they will exercise their option to play home games at Wembley during the 17-18 season. When its turnstiles begin to swing, the hope will be that it both facilitates and represents the level of ambition which Tottenham have coveted since the start of the Premier League era.